All right, so we're diving deep today into a topic that I think a lot of us can relate to.
Definitely. It's something we all think about at one point or another.
Exactly. And we found this YouTube video that sparked a ton of conversation called How to Pray to Deserve the One You Desire. And right off the bat, the title kind of makes you think.
Yeah.
What does it even mean to deserve love? Is it about being good enough or checking off a list of qualities?
Right. Like, are we talking about earning love?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, the interesting thing about this video is that it approaches the whole idea of finding love from a completely different angle.
Okay, how so?
It's not really about chasing after someone or, like you said, trying to prove yourself worthy.
Hmm.
Instead, it focuses on the idea of personal growth, like becoming the best version of yourself as a way to prepare for a relationship.
That's interesting. So it's more about getting yourself ready for love than going out and finding it.
Yeah, exactly. It's about building a strong foundation so that when love does come knocking, you're ready for it.
I like that. So in the video, they outline 5 prayer points.
Mhm.
These are basically areas to focus on.
Right.
And the first one is learning to be joyful on your own.
Yeah.
So this seems to go against the whole needing a partner to complete you.
Right.
It-
Absolutely. It challenges that whole idea that you need someone else to make you happy. I think we've all seen those movies or heard those
Oh,
songs
for sure.
where it's like, I'm lost without you or you complete me.
Yeah.
But this prayer point, it's like, no, your happiness comes from within. It's about finding that joy and contentment in yourself, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not.
Which actually makes a lot of sense. Because if you're already happy and fulfilled on your own, you're not coming into a relationship with that neediness.
Right.
You're not looking for someone to fix you.
Precisely. You're bringing your whole joyful self to the table, and that's a much healthier foundation for any relationship. Totally. So once you've cultivated that self-love and joy, the second prayer point takes it a step further and talks about being married to your purpose.
Right.
So how do you see that tying into the whole preparing for love thing?
Okay, so imagine you're completely immersed in something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your work, a creative project, whatever lights your fire.
Right.
That passion, that energy that you radiate, it's magnetic.
Yeah.
And it attracts people who vibe with that same energy. They see your dedication, your drive.
It's like you're sending out a signal that says, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, and people who resonate with that will be drawn to you.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And when you find someone who shares your passions, who gets excited about the things that light you up, that's where the real magic happens.
Right, because you're connecting on a deeper level. You're not just two people trying to fill a void in each other's lives.
Right. You're two individuals coming together, each with their own unique purpose and passions. And that creates this amazing synergy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what about those times when, we get so focused on our goals that we might unintentionally push people away?
That's a good point. It's all about balance. It's not about neglecting your personal growth for a relationship, but it's also not about shutting yourself off from connection because you're so focused on your ambitions. It's about finding that sweet spot.
Where you can pursue your passions and still be open to love.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next prayer point gets pretty intense. It's about purging the heart of soul ties and trauma. Can you break that down a bit? Like, what are soul ties and how do they affect our ability to find new love?
Have you ever noticed how certain smells or songs can instantly transport you back to a specific time or place?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like a time machine for your emotions.
It's crazy, right? Well, soul ties can be kind of like that, but instead of triggering memories of these lingering emotional attachments from past relationships.
So even though the relationship is over, there's still a part of you that's connected to that person.
Yeah, and it's not always a conscious thing. Sometimes it's these subtle patterns that we repeat in new relationships because we haven't fully let go of the past.
I see. So it's like we're carrying baggage from those old relationships and it's weighing us down.
Yeah, and those soul ties can make it hard to fully open up to new love. It's like there's a part of us that's still holding on, and this prayer point is about releasing those old attachments.
So that you can move forward with a clean slate.
Exactly. It's about creating space for new, healthy connections.
Okay, makes sense. Now, the fourth prayer point is about sexual discipline and purity. And this one can be a bit controversial, right? Because people have different interpretations of what that means.
Well, definitely. It's a complex topic, and it brings up questions about values, self-respect, and what you're looking for in a partner.
So how do you see it fitting into the bigger picture of preparing for love?
Well, I think it emphasizes the importance of being intentional with your intimacy. It's about understanding your own boundaries and making choices that align with your values. And it also suggests that you should look for a partner who shares those values.
So it's about finding someone who respects you and your choices.
Exactly, because when you're on the same page about those things, it creates a foundation of trust and understanding.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, the last prayer point is about becoming an asset. And I have to admit, when I first heard that, I was like, wait, what? Do I need to have $1 million in the bank to be worthy of love? But then I realized it's not about material things at all. It's about what you bring to the table as a person.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing your strengths and the qualities that make you a good partner. And it's not just about the big things, like being successful or having your life perfectly together.
Right.
It's the little things too, like being a good listener, being supportive, being there for your partner when they need you. Those are the things that really matter.
Yeah. And I think when you focus on becoming that kind of person,
Yeah.
someone who brings value to the relationship, you naturally attract people who appreciate those qualities.
Exactly. It's about creating a dynamic of mutual respect and appreciation, where you're both contributing to the relationship in meaningful ways.
And I love how all of these prayer points shift the focus from what can I get from a partner to
Yeah.
what can I offer. It's such a powerful shift in perspective.
It's about taking ownership of your journey towards love. Instead of waiting for someone to come along and complete you, it's about becoming the kind of person who is ready for a healthy, loving relationship.
Exactly. It's about becoming the desired one.
Precisely. And that leads us to a question for all of you listening. If you were the desired one, what qualities would you be looking for in a partner?
Hmm. Something to think about.
Yeah,
Thanks for diving deep with us today.
it's been a pleasure.
And until next time.